praises, glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Chaya Napash coming at you with another lesson. And this lesson it shows that, you know, these people are actually really struggling, you know, in America, in Canada, in London, you know, and all these first world beast countries that were doing well before. Specifically, those three people are struggling very much, but not just exclusively to them. Not just exclusively speaking about those three, but those three for sure are struggling on a high level, you know, and it's a sign of the downfall of Esau, Edom's kingdom. You know, people are going to feel it more and more as time goes on, you know. Hey, shalom, Zaquan, Yahbashim, Yahshabashim, Kakodash, Brakatah, shalom, right? Yeah, that's right, and it's only gonna get worse. That's a fact. Okay, so I want to play this video to show you, you know, what's happening dealing with the real estate market. You know, these people are losing out because people can't afford their rent anymore. You know, I did a lesson maybe a week ago showing that, you know, people here in Canada, they're spending less on food, even though the food is more expensive. And what they found was that the reason why is because the expenses are so high that people have to cut back on the food that they buy, or they have to buy lower quality food. So that's also like a sign of a beginning of a famine, you know, where they're forced to cut down on calories. But it's going to get a lot worse, just like the elders said. So I'm going to play this video and bring scriptures as the Spirit gives me.
Last year was the worst year I ever had in real estate as far as losing money. Excuse me. I lost, and you know, I'm talking Section 8. I'm talking veteran housing. I'm talking regular tenants that were paying. People lost a lot of jobs, and they played with the system. I lost roughly probably about, I'm going to keep it real, maybe about almost $100,000 off of real estate. Right? Because
right. He said that people were not able to pay bills because what? There was a lot of people losing jobs. And that's going to increase as this AI increases, you know, people become less and less useful. Right. And it makes more sense to use this AI. And AI is amazing. OK, brothers should be you can use AI to plan out your whole week, the rest of your week, dealing with a list of unleavened ingredients and foods that you can eat. You know what I mean? And it'll help you pick the groceries out, to budget the groceries. You brothers use AI to your advantage, you know, but this is going to cause a lot of people to lose jobs, right? Along with these soaring prices, that's going to cause some certain businesses to just fire people because they just can't afford to have them anymore, right? People are the biggest overhead. So let's get the scriptures. This is Isaiah 19:14. It says, Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. Err means to make an error, make a mistake in every way, right? It says, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit, neither shall there be any work for Egypt. They're going to find out that Trump is not going to save America. Okay, that he's just going to further destroy the people. He's going to further bring America down. That's what they're going to find out, right? Just like these tariffs. These tariffs don't affect the rich. They don't affect the rich. It doesn't affect him. It affects the poor. It affects the average person. Not even the poor, just the poor. The average person. Okay? Even the average business owner. Right? So you're going to find out that America is erring in every way. Okay? It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, right? Which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So work is going to become scarce, and it's scarce now. To get a job is so difficult now compared to what it was. If you go back to like the 90s, right? You you just walk into an establishment and you can get a job. I want to work here. Bring maybe a piece of paper of a CV, or maybe you didn't even have to have a CV. But now you have to go through multiple interviews. And then they might call you, or they might just tell you, okay, we called you in just in case this person doesn't work out, but we already hired somebody. So work is very scarce. You have a lot of ads, right? You have certain ads, right? And those ads, a lot of those ads are ghost ads. Those are just there to basically to put fear into the people that already work at that particular business. Like, see, your business is they're looking for people at your position, so you should work harder to keep your position. So that's all psychological. And it says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it. Okay. So the Lord is the one that's going to bring all this tribulation. He's the one that's cutting the jobs. He's the reason you can't pay rent. He's the reason why the prices are going up ultimately, because he's about to bring hell upon these people, especially in America, which is the new Egypt. Okay. It says, in the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of Yahweh of hosts, which he hath determined against it. Right. And that's coming as well. Judah is about to arouse up. But let's go to Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. It's Ecclesiastes 12 in verse 1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Because it soon come, you're not going to have pleasure in life. You're not going to have the pleasures of life. You're not going to have the enjoyment of life. Right. And some of you think that you could turn to the Lord when that happens. But no, that's when the doors of mercy is going to be shut. The scriptures say they shall not drink wine with a song. It's going to be very dystopian. OK, there's not going to be much hope. Right. That's what they're bringing in. And they want to bring that in because they want you people to suffer so that you may accept the MOTB. It says, while the sun or the moonlight, or while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, right? And the strong men shall bow themselves, that day is fastly approaching. The keepers of the house, the economists, the people that look to see the trajectory and where America's going, where the world is going, they see that it's not going in a good place. And a lot of them are trembling now. Right. But when it's there, when it's actually there, oh, man, there's going to be great fear in these people. When you don't know where you're going to get your next meal. You don't know. Death is everywhere. This is the type of times we're coming to. OK. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Right? Because when you're looking out the windows, they you see that that there's nothing good coming. There's nothing good in the horizon. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, right? And all the daughters of music shall be brought low, right? It says also when they, right, which that's twofold. The music is trash, but also people are not going to be in that jovial, going to the club spirit, or going out spirit, period, or playing music in the house. They're not going to be in that type of spirit. They're going to be in a very mournful spirit. They're going to be in the house of mourning forcefully. Right. See, we're in the house of mourning now, right? Because we see what's, the wickedness in this world. We're following the scriptures, but they're going to be in mourning, in the house of mourning forcefully. It says also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, right? Soon they're going to see that the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is behind their downfall. They're going to see. That's why they're going to fear that which is high, right? And desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. They're going to be forced to go into the house of mourning, point blank, period. Even now, they're entering into the house of mourning, right? Some of these people, I was watching videos just before, some of these people, they have mortgages, right, that are just doubling, tripling, quadrupling, right? You would think, oh, that's good, your house is increasing. But no, that doesn't benefit you in the short term. It doesn't benefit you now at all. Because how are you going to pay this mortgage? And if you don't pay it, they'll take the house from you any damn way. Right? Matter of fact, I'll play some of those videos in a second. Right? But there's going to be mourners in the street. You're not going to see these people walking, drinking smoothies, holding hands, kissing, the birds chirping in the back. No, that time is coming to an end, man. It says, or even the silver cord be loosed, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the cistern. Let's go back to that video. All right. Brothers posting scriptures, beautiful. Shalom Akim, Shalom Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Chakwadash Brakatham. To all of you, may the Lord keep you in your households. To all you sincere brethren. The word sincere means pure. This is GMS Yawasap, Hopeful Elect 777. I'm not sure if this is the elder Yawasap, but okay, this is Yawasap. I'm not sure. You can let me know if it's you, elder. But this is Job 10 and 22. It says, a land of darkness as darkness itself, right? Job 10:22, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death. That's America. Okay, that's a very dark place, right? They lack the understanding. They lack the knowledge of the Most High and His Son, and they just have gone completely left, without any order, and where light is as darkness, right? Psalms 32 and 10, it says, many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he that trusteth in Yahweh, mercy shall compass him about, right? He that trusteth in Yahweh, mercy shall compass him about. Oh, okay. All right. The water for being honest, brother. Shalom. We're all young brothers. We're young brothers. That's all good, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So yeah, let me read that again. Psalms 32 and 10. It says, many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he that trusteth in Yahweh, mercy shall compass him about. Right. So the elect is going to be good. When things get worse and worse and worse, the Lord is going to step in more and more and more for the elect. You see? But the thing is, they're not going to have any help. So what's happening is our stock is rising while theirs is diminishing, because as the hell increases, the Lord is going to send help more and more. Matter of fact, let me get Daniel's 12 real quick. And he said that, right? This is Daniel's 12 in verse 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, which really that word there is sons of thy people, sons. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, right? But it said what? Michael shall stand up, the archangel Michael. It's going to get to a point. We got angels helping us now and different angels or whatever, but there's different levels of angels, So it's going to get to, this is showing you it's going to get so bad, the archangel Michael is going to have to step in to help the elect. So as this gets worse and worse, the situation, the Lord is sending help. Okay. It says, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. What book? The book of life, right? You can't make yourself be written in the book of life. You have to have been written in the book of life ultimately at the from the foundation before the foundation of the earth. Okay, you would have to have been of those first fruits. So let's go back to this video.
That comes from you, and they played with the system. I lost roughly probably about, I'm gonna keep it real, maybe about almost $100,000 off of real estate. Wow. Right? Because that comes from you having people play with the system. Yeah. People knew that, and they say landlord-friendly states. That didn't mean anything because the judge can give an eviction, but you need the sheriff to serve them. So I said, you know what? The areas are really going down. Even though the property value was going up in these areas, the tenant quality is going down. Tenants are losing jobs. People are losing jobs. AI is just literally getting rid of jobs. So my thing was, I sold them because I realized areas that's heavily dependent on Uber drivers, cashiers, factory workers, like manual labor people, those are the people losing jobs. And I said, I don't want no parts of it. That made sense for me to sell those. And now I went on to buy properties that are multi-units, 20, 30 units, buying properties internationally, properties in Thailand, Bali, Dominican Republic, places like that, because that's the shift. So you got to understand and know when to pivot. Areas, I want everybody to look in your communities and think about this. And I said this before. We're going back to the 90s, bro. If you look at in LA, Figueroa, and in Brooklyn, we got women back on the street selling their bodies, bro. Like out there in the street in broad daylight. You got drugs.
And to you women out there, Isaiah 4:1 is fastly approaching. Okay, as things get more hard, more difficult to survive, these women are gonna look for real men to gravitate to. Okay, the men that are stable, and that's gonna be a special kind of man to be stable in those times, right? Because it's gonna be so much uncertainty, so much tribulation going on that your mind. What's that? Isaiah 33? Isaiah 33:6. Your mind would have to be on a whole nother level. This is Isaiah 33 and verse 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure." So the wisdom and knowledge is what's going to keep us stable, is what's going to be our stability. And they're going to see that. See, women are looking for even a stable man now, right? See, some brothers don't understand that, but a stable man mentally more than anything, right? Stability, you can be stable financially, but if she doesn't think you're stable mentally, even to the point where you'll fall to her beauty, you'll fall to her, you'll fall at her, by her words and all these different things. She can persuade you and sway you and, play with your emotions. If she can sense that, and they sense that through small nuances, they don't look at you as stable. They don't look at you as firm. All right. As you see here, this is the word amna wa. No, excuse me. Amawana, right? And it says firmness, fidelity, steadfast. Hey, stop running around, man. Chill the hell out, man. Okay. It says firmness, fidelity, steadfastness, right? Steadiness, right? How can you be steady in that time? That's the thing. But the elect is going to be steady in that time. The elect is going to be steadfast. It's going to be firm in that time. All right. Okay. So the women are, who are they going to gravitate to? The men of the Lord, the men of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Right. And you guys that are in these camps and you guys are really not sincere. You're fake. You're hip hop. gangsters on the slash prophets. You guys are you're not going to be stable in that time either. You're going to be scared shitless because the Lord is not going to be with you. This is Isaiah 4:1. It says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." There's going to be multitudes of women dealing with one brother, and that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay, we're not supposed to be just dealing with one woman. All right, in the kingdom of heaven, we're not dealing with one. We're going to be dealing with multitudes of women. And that's going to put them in the right order, in the right state of mind. Deep down, they crave a man like that, But, they're going to gravitate to the men of the Lord. Okay? And they're going to have to come with some qualities. You sisters should be learning how to knit, how to do certain things that the average woman doesn't know how to do. Because women have to be useful to us in that time. Even in this time. So you heard what he said, man. He said he's moving his business. He's buying real estate no longer in Babylon. He's going to Thailand, these so-called third world countries. But if you go to these so-called third world countries and live, you'll find that life, the quality of life is way better over there. Okay? Yeah, you may not have Uber Eats. You may not have particular conveniences like you have here, but you have conveniences, but you're in extreme poverty and oppression. Okay, yeah, you got all these conveniences, but you're $100,000, $50,000 in debt, $100,000 in debt, struggling to paycheck to paycheck. Right? Matter of fact, okay, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this, and then I want to kind of show you what's going on with these people's mortgages, man. This is not the time to get a mortgage because, hey, man, the way it's going up, it's like they'll surprise you with triple the mortgage rate, triple the mortgage payment, man.
You got job loss. Yeah. And I'm looking going, how are people not able to eat and they homeless, but right up the block, there's a $20 million development. There's a $3 million building. There's a $1.7 million brownstone, all this, but you got the drugs, that's 90s. You got the women back out selling their bodies, that's 90s. You got the job loss, that's the 90s. But then again, you got this thing digital. Yeah. Crypto, all this stock, all this money all around. Yeah. The difference between that and the 90s, back the 90s, of the dot-com boom area. Everybody was getting money. We was able to get money. See, now here's the same space, the same time. And I want y'all to look at these podcasts and other shows too, which I don't knock them. Yeah. But here's the thing. What do you see most? Prize picks. Facts. DraftKings. Facts. When a community of people are in a decline, you start seeing promotion of drugs and gambling and alcohol.
Yeah, because they're trying to get out of that hole that they're in. So anyways, let's go to that other video. See if I can have it here. Yeah, it was this one right here.
They got me, y'all. And I knew they was going to get me, but I didn't know they was going to give me this all. It's only been 6 months in this and my mortgage is going up $700.
Lord have mercy.
So she got a mortgage, and only in 6 months it went up $700. Imagine you what you're paying right now monthly. You're struggling paycheck to pay. Most of you people are struggling paycheck to paycheck, and then you get an extra $700 added onto what you're paying now. That's insane. That would drown people, right? And this is what's happening. They're trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to look like they're doing something in life, and go and put their ass in themselves in a hole. Because these women, they think that, especially the black women, they think that that's some type of status symbol. I got a home. That don't mean shit. You got a home, but you're in an exorbitant amount of debt. It's better to live in a room, right, a furnished room with no debt, than to have all this debt and you got a fucking 10-story home. Okay, which you can't even pay back that debt. Anyways, this is the brother GMS Yawasop Hopeful Elect 777. It says Psalms 91 and 10. It says, "There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling." Yeah, that's for the elect. Okay? For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. Right. That's why I said as it gets harder, the Lord is going to send those angels more and more to help us. It says, they shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Right. So that no harm comes upon you. This is Isaiah 32:2. See, we're going through our suffering period now. When the Lord lets all hell break loose, hey, his men are going to be protected. Okay? Although we're going to be tried still, because, you know, it says everyone's going to be tried in that, but we're going to be protected from the judges and the scourges, although we're going to be in the midst of it. Right? It says, and a man shall be as an hiding place. In other words, our faith will still be tested. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Yeah, that's what we're going to be for these women. A lot of these women, they got their houses, they got their mortgages, their lawyers, their whatever. They got these top jobs, corporate jobs and whatever, and they think their shit don't stink. They're going to be crawling and begging to get with a man of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Right? And very few brothers are going to take you, the so-called black woman. Very few brothers are going to take you. And to the brothers that are still into the so-called black woman, you better thank the Most High for those brothers. You better pray to thank the Most High for those brothers. Okay? Because I'm not one of them. This is brother Requai Flowing Brook, Proverbs 11:4. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Okay? Yeah, that's what's going to preserve us, is us being right with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? This is the brother GMS Yahweh again. It says, Corinthians 11:32. But when we are judged, right, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. Right. There's a difference with being chastened than being condemned. There's a difference. All right.
I knew it was going to be crazy because the previous owners, like the people who bought it to renovate it, they were only paying land value, even though the house had been on the market with this current rate and a current county appraisal for X amount of months. But I don't know, somehow they only were paying land value. And then I lost my ID twice. It took them 3 months to send me an ID right before the election. So I wasn't able to file my homestead exemption. And my escrow now has an overage of the amount that I owe in taxes, which is going to put my payment up to $700. And I don't want this to discourage you from purchasing a home. It's just something to keep.
And listen, bitch, you didn't fucking purchase no fucking home. You got debt. That's all you did. All you got was debt. You paid a down payment to get debts. I know these people acting like they have a home. You don't own the home. The bank owns the home. Whatever bank institution gave you the loan, that's who owns the home. Okay? That's who owns the home. You need permission to do certain things to your home. You listen, you are in slavery. Let me explain something to y'all. You are in slavery. Talking about you purchase a home. And she'll tell people that I purchased a home. No, I'll accept if you really don't own the home, even if you buy it flat out cash, like pay the complete price for it. But I'll accept you saying that. I'll respect that. I'll say, okay, yeah, you do. Okay, you kind of own the house. Okay, cool. But really you don't, but I'll accept that. But y'all are putting down payments and paying mortgages every month, right? And you think that you own a home. You don't own shit. Okay? You don't own shit. Anyways, it says they don't own the land that the home sits on. Exactly. They don't own the land at all. That's why they have to constantly pay land tax. And if you don't own the land, you don't own the house, because the house is on the land. So anyways, I just want to show that, people are really struggling, man, and it's going to increase a lot, right? Right now they can still buy food and they can still eat their little ramen noodles or whatever. But what happens when the ramen noodle package turns to $50? Or $45? What happens when that happens? See, now that's when you're gonna see riots in the streets. That's when you're gonna see the middle class step up. All right. And Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, and I'll give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakodah. Shalom to you, Akim. Shalom.